Alright, and here, as promised, is my long knotty pine. So we're going to go ahead and start cutting into this with the old blade, and that way if I hit any metal, which I probably won't until I switch blades like the last log, so I'll try to get all four sides off, get a nice square cant, and then just start turning it into 1.5-inch boards for the farmer who leases off of us. But like I said, I probably won't hit metal until I put the new blade on, so we'll just have to deal with that when we get to it. Alright, just switched to a sharp blade, so that means I'm probably going to hit some metal here in the next cut or two. But if I didn't already tell you guys in the last video that I was going to mill this log, I probably would just cut it up for firewood and throw it in a burn pile. It's pretty miserable. I expected it would be with all the knots, and the knots aren't just like the little tiny ones I'm used to either. They're the size of half the trees I cut down. Some of them have 2 branches, so you've got like 2 knots, so it's just not fun. I'm gonna suffer through it, and I mean, I got a nice sized cant. I'm gonna take it about another inch off to get rid of some bark and my little notch I had to cut with a chainsaw, and then try to get it as little bark as I can because it's gonna be used for hay wagon. So if people are walking on it, I don't want too much weight to the point where your feet can fall through. I've been there before. R1 hay wagon, the spacing was too far apart, and if your foot fell through, you went straight down to your knee, and it didn't feel good. So I'm going to try to get rid of as much bark as I can and still give him a bunch of boards. So I'm going to go ahead and suffer through the rest of this. Hopefully you get to enjoy my suffering. Alright, so we got 18 2x7s. They're 16 feet long because that's what he needed. You can see why it was such a pain to cut with all these knots everywhere. But I'll show you guys. Alright, so if you're wondering why spruce sucks so bad, especially knotty stuff, is because the knots are the consistency of pretty much aluminum when you're trying to cut through them. So every knot here tries to pull your blade up or down and give you a wavy cut. A little sloth face right there. Okay, so I'm going to go get this all stacked up for him, let him know it's ready, and hopefully he can get it put in his hay wagon here before hay season starts. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments down below, give me a thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe. See you on the next one.